And so on very short notice, I called Ray Shallenberger yesterday, and I said, Ray, I heard you had a great VIP visit. I'd just like for you to talk for a couple minutes about that to the folks and kind of let them know what the experience was. So Ray, if you'll come up just a couple minutes, we'll let you do that. Oh, absolutely. You got to clap for Ray. And you got to hold it right up here, Ray.
Right up here. Right up here. Okay. My experience was a blessing. Actually, I had two experiences. One was by chance. I was at Men for Christ breakfast, and Craig Hornsby was having a VIP with the person who I was taking a ride from, John Ryan. And so I got to see his presentation, and it was very moving and just brilliant, as he is a brilliant person. So the second one was with Julie Roberts and Rita Wyatt. And by that time I had matured a little bit in the process. Because it was about a week. I mean, a week doesn't sound long, but during this campaign, a week is a very substantial amount of growth. So at least for me, it's been an incredible. Well, seems like it's been going on for a while, but I just found the beauty of the two VIP visits. And the miracles that have that God has blessed this church with. In the beginning, I was very doubtful and anxious, and every bad word in the world you could think of about this. I think a lot of us probably were. There was some trepidation involved. So. After all of the praying and the mixing and mingling and VIP things and getting to know everybody through our groups, I've got to know more people personally, and I'm a shy person, so it takes me a while to meet people and know their names and all that. But this has been, to see this church and the beauty of all these people and the network, the web of beauty that is in this room is just, it's phenomenal. And my heart was completely changed. I went from the trepidation and the anxiousness to, this is God's plan. I mean, this isn't our plan. We prayed about it. The elders and the pastors and everyone prayed for a long, long time before this got started. Before the babies were born, before we even knew we were going to need all this extra children's space. So God provided the inspiration for our leaders to prepare this in advance. So you can see God's hand in it everywhere. It's been good for the church, for everybody getting to know each other better, and it's been good for the individual souls who have to search and go deep and find that generosity or that trust in God that we all think we had before, but now we know we have a lot more of it. So I was just thinking about the miracles that God has laid out before us. Just before this journey began, we had Pam Cooper, who was a living miracle, who is a living miracle. And she came through just a miraculous situation where she was almost dead, and has come through with God's help, of course, and the prayers of many, many, many people. And she's loved by us and by God, of course. So that was my first thing that came to my mind about how God right now is working through our church. And then the babies. You know, you get the babies that come in, and it's just, that's another miracle to see the baby's faces and all that that comes with the baby. So the fact that everything was prepared in advance by God through us, or through the pastors and the elders, God worked through them to provide this experience for us. So, and the other thing, I was praying the other day during the prayer vigil, and I noticed there was a shadow cast on the fountain, and I thought, boy, that shadow is so much bigger than the fountain. And then I thought, well, God is the same way. He projects upon us, and then it becomes so much bigger. And like the old church had 50 people, and they built this church with 50 people, and this was a huge financial, in every single way. They just they made it happen. And then for our church, now we're 4 times bigger than that church was, and it's our time now to continue our faith and our wonder and just the connection, and most importantly, to see that God's hand is in all of it, every single bit of it. And it just makes my heart shine, and it makes me feel so much more connected to God than I've ever been in my life. And I'm so very grateful to it. So thank you, Eric.
Thank you, Ray. I appreciate that.